Yo, what's good guys, welcome back to another video on the FIFA Donny YouTube channel, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, because we're actually going to be reacting to the most intense FIFA game that I have ever played. And for context, this is I think the Europa League semi, the quarter-final, it's something like that. I was doing an RB Leipzig Career Mode, and this was actually before I done my rebuild, so I was playing this on PlayStation, so I think the quality isn't quite as good. I mean, on YouTube it says it's 1080p, but it doesn't really look like it if we're all going to be honest. Maybe it's the frame rate, but yeah, so we're going to be reacting to this because, like I said, this is like the Europa League semi-final, quarter-final. I got knocked out of the Champions League because obviously my group stage was Man City and PSG, so that was ridiculous. And the first leg, this is the second leg of this game, because as you can see in the top on the aggregate score, it was 1-1 was the first game. And yeah, we ended up drawing that game. So it all came down to this game whether I continued in the Europa League, and it was a very, very tense game. So look at this right here. We got Timo running through, and he runs all the way through and scores. So there it is. We're 1 goal up at the moment. That was a lovely run. Timo's just amazing to use, counter-attack beast, and yeah, so I'm just going to let it play, and I'm going to, cut in with some commentary at some points, and then, yeah, so enjoy the video.
Nothing the keeper can do about that.
Two 2-1 is the aggregate lead. And a fine tackle. Well, lovely work to get past his man. Ndidi. Madison. And return to Gedge. Marvellous anticipation. Getting in there to take it away. Gonzalo Gedge. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. Setting off perhaps a little bit too much here. Andre Silva. Can he take advantage? Splendid defending. And up for grabs off the keeper. Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
So the corner played into the box. And a squandered opportunity there. Timo Werner! Well, the keeper wanted to take it cleanly and did. A real defensive commitment there. Timo Werner. Well, not coming close to hitting the target.
We're not going to talk about the absolutely terrible shots I take in some of these games. It's, yeah, they're quite shocking at points, but it's okay.
And that's an important intervention. Ndidi. Madison with it. Possession given away, unfortunately. James Madison. Boubakary Soumaré. Fofana. Now Ndidi. Madison with it. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. Decent cross, but nobody in the vicinity. Well, it's unable to make anything of the cross. Disappointing pass. Intelligent threaded pass here. Well, he's been ruled to have taken up an illegal position, only just, however, Stuart.
Well, he loves running off the back of defenders, but on this occasion, he's just gone a fraction too early.
High-quality defending. Could be a chance to break here. Defenders need to cover.
Also, about that one thing where I kept coming out of balance, I think I was meant to be pressing like up or down on the D-pad, but I kept pressing left or right somehow. So, yeah, that was interesting.
That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Now, what can they do from here? Well, they had a lot of ground to cover. Splendid save.
Well, the crowd are doing their bit. Can they find the equaliser here?
He read the situation defensively and did his job. Andre Silva. Haidara. And players waiting in the centre. And still dangerous. Nkunku. This might be ideal for the counter. Leipzig with the ball again. Working really well as a team to regain possession. Take it away. Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this?
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 1 minute of added time.
Gonzalo Guedes.
So there's the first half finished, and as you can see, you know, I'm 1-0 up. Not looking too bad. I mean, it's been pretty evenly matched from this point, and that's my team, by the way. I was looking at the team and thinking who I could bring on and what to do and everything. So, I did have a pretty sick team. My squad depth wasn't brilliant. I mean, I had some players like Ballo in there. I mean, Sankoho, Martinez, and, you know, they're not quite as good as my other players, but they are on the bench. But my starting 11 was pretty good. So, yeah, I'm just looking at substitutes here and what to do and everything. So, yeah, this is, as you can see later on in the game, this becomes very, very close. Like, I don't even know how, like, the ending was just absolutely ridiculous, to be honest, and it was just absolutely mental.
It will be settled tonight.
And then the second half kicks off. So, yeah, time to watch the second half.
And back with Thomas. Fofana. Zöynçü. Castagne. Roberto Torres. Madison with it. Ndidi. Ndidi. Gonzalo Guedes. Making sure it didn't get past him. Blocked again. Well, this is the home of live football, EA TV, and we have more live Bundesliga action for you to look forward to. It's RB Leipzig against Augsburg.
Well, the fixtures are coming thick and fast. It should be a good game, that. Hopefully, I've not just given it the commentator's curse.
There's another one of my classic long shots, although that one actually wasn't too bad and almost went in. I think it just went off the post. But yeah, it was a lot closer than my other attempts, especially the Nkunku one.
James Madison. Gonzalo Guedes now. Roberto Torres. Castagne. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Can he get them level? And danger still.
And there it is. The goal conceded. An absolutely silly one, to be honest. I mean, what? Does he take the shot? Goalkeeper, like, parries it away, but then, like, the defender does nothing. Doesn't get away, and then they have another shot open. So, yeah, that was a very, very annoying goal to concede. But, you know, we still got time, so it's no problem.
Gonzalo Guedes showing a lot of guile there. Ndidi. Chance here.
And then there was that really, really close call there. But obviously, you know, he was offside by a mile. But, you know, still, that was very close. And I'm starting to panic a little bit at this point, I think. Maybe not too panicky, but I'm a bit like, okay, they are starting to dominate now. I really need to start getting some stuff done now. 60th minute, you know, it's best to try and get some work done now.
James Maddison. And room now out on the flank. Oh, great attacking play. Pulls it back.
And then the goal conceded again, the 63rd minute. And I've conceded again. And this is where I think the red, you know, I think I'm, you know, I still got time, but I'm starting to think, okay, this is not very good. Please, I need to score. And then I slide it through into Silva, and there we go. We're not going to talk about the fact that Silva literally ran through one of the Leicester players. But look at that. I thought I literally just came straight into action and was like, okay, it's time to work now. Because, yeah, so 3-3 on aggregate, and it's, what, the 66th minute, I think that said? Yep, 66th minute, so, yeah, as you can see, this game's already been decently close, I mean, so, yeah, I scored once, then Leicester scored, and then they scored again, then I scored, so, yeah, 3-3, so, how will the game continue?
Boubakary Soumaré. Not getting anxious when they have the ball. Gonzalo Guedes. Luczan. And return to Guedes. Excellent passing. But then the one that fails to hit its target. And possibilities here. And a throw-in forthcoming. So a personnel change then. Well, with tackling like that, the onus is on the referee to take action potentially. Well, sitting deep like this might be a dangerous game. Now can they counter clinically? Defenders need to cover. But it stopped a promising attack in its tracks. And you wouldn't be surprised if there's a card coming out here. Oh, magnificent free kick. But the keeper producing a save to
Also at this point, I had a little bit of a weird glitch. So you see Leicester subbed on Tielemans. Well, it seems like the game really wanted me to know throughout the entire rest of the game, pretty much, that, you know, they subbed on Tielemans. Because it just wouldn't go away, and I eventually had to like pause the game and unpause it for it to actually stop doing that, because I was like, what is this, why is this a thing? So yeah, and I think this adds to more of the tension as well, because I'm like, I want to avoid extra time, and I can't see how much time I have left. And yeah, this is where I pause the game and I'm like, yeah, what is going on? Why is this thing staying on my screen? And then I start to look at what I can do for substitutions, because in Cuckoo, he has like no fitness, but I'm like, I don't want to sub him off. I want to keep him on the pitch because he's been pretty sick, and overall he's just a great player. So I'm like, no, I want to keep him on the pitch. So yeah, I sub on Diaby, who already doesn't have great stamina, but I sub him on. So yeah, and finally it stopped telling me that you know, Tielemans has been subbed on. You know, thanks for that useful information, game. Don't need to see it. So yeah, it was quite something.
Well, they can keep possession of it now. And space here on the flank. An attack full of promise. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. And we've entered the final 5 minutes. Excellent defending. Andre Silva. Leipzig could be onto something. And a textbook interception. Jose Perez. So a throw in here. And he read it well. And the electronic board delivers the news. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Can they hit on the break? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising.
So there it is, the full 90 minutes of the first, normal time. And, yep, 2-2, extremely close game, and I just go straight into extra time. So, yeah, extra time is where it gets a bit wild, to be honest. This is where it all goes down. So, I hope you enjoy watching this.
This looks more than decent. What a save!
So there was a very, very close call immediately at the beginning of the first half of extra time, yeah. And there we go. Look, I'm literally, that annoyed me so much because Nkunku was really fast, but literally, you could see if you looked at his stamina bar on the bottom right, it literally was gone. There was nothing there, so obviously he couldn't run as fast as he normally could, because that could have been a goal right there, but it's tough. It is what it is, and I had to just keep going,
Great challenge. He got nothing but
Lovely tackle by whoever that was, by the way.
Oh, he's given the ball away. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. An alert piece of defending. Timo Werner. Andre Silva. Madison with it. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? But really sticking to their task defensively. Applying vigorous pressure. Madison. Perez.
And there is the goal. The first goal was scored by Leicester. And it was, honestly, it was a very, very nice goal. Just hold it round Galassi, or however you say my goalkeeper's name. Once again, I probably butchered it completely, but yeah, that was painful right there. And then that's the end of the first half of extra time. So I have 15 in-game minutes to try and sort this out, which is very, very difficult. So I'm just looking to the bench and I'm thinking, who can I bring on? What can I do? So I bring on Bellingham and decide to put him in more of a cam role. And yeah, I think I'm looking at the rest of my bench and I'm like, not sure what to do because I have no one else who's as good on the bench. So I just stick with bringing on Jude Bellingham and sticking him in that cam position to be more attacking. Got some new legs, full stamina. That's what we need. And so I immediately start off the first half of this extra time. Bang, and literally you see right there my player was injured after that first run, very, very close, and he's injured. So at this point I'm like, what do I do? This man is injured, and literally the only person I can bring on there is Ballo. I'm like, no way, 64 rated, no way. I have Hendricks, who can't even play in that position properly, and I'm like, I have to do it. He has to come on.
Now indeed. Unable to keep the ball.
And then I'm looking at my tactics to see what I can do, like to just try and score, because obviously I'm desperate at this point. Game's running out, clock is ticking. I need to sort out everything. I want to try and become ultra attacking, sort out the formation, make sure I can actually score some goals. So yeah. This was panic mode, 100%.
Madison. Not out of the woods yet.
There's something I did not mention is that was not the height of the panic mode, because I'm now 2 goals down. And at this point, I think I'm absolutely finished. A completely stupid goal to concede. And as I'm in panic mode, Hendricks, the man who I brung on, can't even play in that position, scores. But that is only 1 goal. I need to score again to even just be drawn on aggregate. I'm still 1 behind at this point, and I have 7 in-game minutes to score this goal.
5-4 on aggregate. A good and fair challenge. Hendricks. Well, 5 minutes remaining in this, the second period of extra time.
If that pass would have been better, I would have been absolutely screwed, because they would have been one-on-one with the keeper. And if that was the goal, that was the game over. But I still continue to press on. I'm trying my absolute hardest to score any sort of goal at this point. I mean, as I've said, I'm completely desperate. Look, 2 minutes left on the clock without injury time. And I am just, like I said, I'm desperate. Before Gvardiol comes all the way up, nicks the ball to Hendricks, to Werner, to Diaby, the substitute who I brung on at some point, scores the equalising goal. And I've done that within, what, 7-8 minutes of extra time from being 2 goals down, and I am now drawn on aggregate, and obviously the normal score. I am just absolutely, I'm like, no way have I just scored that goal. So, yeah, I'm still trying. I'm like, if I can score another goal before the end, and, you know, I'm unfortunately unable to do that, so it goes to penalties. And I have a little story to tell about penalties. You know, I played once. I played against one team, like Wigan or something, and I literally couldn't score a single goal, and I ended up losing in the Carabao Cup or something. So I was terrified about doing penalties, because I was like, because they weren't bad pens. The goalkeeper just saved all of them, so I was like, the game hates me. So I was terrified, and as you can see, some of my worries were taken away when I see that one of the penalties was already missed. Lovely penalty by Werner, by the way. And, yeah, I was immediately like, I've got the advantage. I need to keep this. Straight down the middle. I hate it when you dive and it's straight down the middle. Absolutely terrible. So we have Nkuku left. I'm going top left, and then I move it to the bottom right. And there we go. That's another goal. Perez comes up for Leicester City. And I saved this one, and at this point I am like, come on, please, there is no way. It's Gvardiol, the man who tackled it to get the goal in the, like, when we equalised, and he does end up scoring the goal and I go through in the Europa League. This was absolutely ridiculous. I remember being so hyped after winning this game, like, this has to be the most intense FIFA game I've ever played. And it comes from, like I said, Gvardiol. He was the one who made the tackle when we got the second goal to equalise, to take us to penalties. Smashes it straight down the middle. Sean Dyche would be proud of that penalty. And it was just absolutely amazing. So from this point, I'm absolutely buzzing. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It's a lot different, you know. I'm not really speaking that much. Just adding in, you know, coming in to talk every so often. And if I have more videos like this where I have some pretty intense games or like some funny clips and stuff, if you want to see more of it, just let me know. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, boys, and I'll see you in the next one.